What's good, R&B squad? This is out of Ruth. I trust that this message meets you guys in good spirits. If you're new to this family, we don't believe that you're here by accident. Welcome. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is, of course, always happier. The word that I have today comes from a couple different things. It comes from some scripture that the Lord gave to me, and also two dreams that I had on two separate nights. And as you listen to the word, as per usual, you will know by the details if it is for you. Please eat the meat, spit out the bone, take what's for you, and leave the rest. And in addition to that, please make sure that you are carefully and prayerfully examining the word so that you will know for sure that it is for you. Seek direct confirmation from God. Pray as you listen so that you will know whether or not the word is for you. So I will begin by reading Psalm 23, and this is a psalm that was written by David. I'm also going to put it in the description box for those of you who would like to have a look at it for yourselves. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lay down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And again, that was Psalm 23. I'm going to put it in the description box. You can look at it if you like to on your own time, just to go over it. It's one of my favorite Psalms. It's the first Psalm that my grandmother taught me when I was a little girl. And now the rest of this message is going to draw much from that Psalm. You will get to see why the Lord recommended this to you if this word is for you by the end of the message, okay? So let me get to the dream. The first dream I had on the first night involved this woman. And I was led by the Spirit to understand that this woman that I was seeing in this dream was actually a witch. And apart from being a witch, she was also a very wicked person generally. Her character was very malicious. So whether she was doing witchcraft or she was just manipulating or attacking people, her character was very vicious. And I heard her speaking of this other lady. And as I listened to her speaking of this other lady, I overheard her saying she wanted to tear the other lady apart. And she didn't just say that she wanted to tear the other lady apart. She started doing things to try to unalive this other lady whom she was attacking. Okay? But then something very strange happened. Instead of her being able to unalive this woman, in the process of her trying to unalive this other lady, she ended up passing away instead. And I distinctly recall seeing the body just laying there. I was seeing her body just laying there after she had passed away. The witch, that is. And I heard a voice that said, quickly, swiftly, this is going to come to pass swiftly. And that was it for what I saw in that dream. Now, another night, I had a different dream, but basically with the same underlying message. Now, in this dream, it was a split scene, so I was seeing two scenes at the same time. In one scene, there was a man. In the other scene, there was a woman. Now, I was made to understand that both these people that I was seeing in both of these scenes, the man and the woman, they were both involved in the occult in some way, shape, or form. Now, they were in different places, and in each place that each person was in, they were causing trouble. So the man who was involved in the occult, he was causing trouble in the place that he was in, and the woman who was involved in the occult, she was causing trouble in the place that she was in. And then the people in each of these places seemed to have gotten fed up of this man and this woman, and they started gathering up this man's things and this woman's things and throwing them out, telling them that they had to leave. And as they were leaving, I saw the number 414 on the wall above their heads. And I heard a voice say, for such a time as this. And then I came away from what I was seeing in the spirit. So for those of you whom this word is for, the Lord is saying that there are some people who they have overstayed their welcome in your situation. They have overstayed their welcome in your life. Some of them, you didn't even invite them in your life in the first place. These people are known enemies to you. You know they don't like you. You know they've been trying to harm you. And they keep trying to insert themselves in your life and in your circumstances because they don't want to see you do well. And the Lord is saying that they have overstayed their welcome. See, a lot of people don't fully grasp, a lot of these people who engage in witchcraft and the occult and who try to attack you because they're allowing the enemy to use them, what they don't understand about children of God, as per Psalm 23, is that the protection of the Lord knows no limits. There is never an unguarded moment for a child of God. You are always guarded. You are always protected, even when you don't see danger coming. And you see these people who allow the enemy to use them, they do not understand that. They do not understand that God's protection is always following you, that whatever is done to harm you is going to end up benefiting you. Because the Lord will cause all things to work together for your good. And now the Lord is saying, because some of you have been praying, you've been crying out to God, you've been asking him why. Why does it seem like the wicked are prospering? Why does it seem that the same people who are attacking me, they seem to have all of this freedom to do whatever they like to cause problems for me? The Lord is saying that he has been firing warning shots at them all along. Do you remember how in the book of Exodus, before Pharaoh let the Israelites go, there was plague after plague after plague that was coming up on Pharaoh and the Egyptians. But what did he do? Every time the Lord eased up a little bit, every time Moses prayed for mercy for him, and the Lord eased up on the plagues, he went back and did the same thing he was doing before. He refused to let the Israelites go. So these people are similar. These people who are allowing the enemy to use them so that they can frustrate and attack you and try to impede your movement. What is happening is that he has been firing warning shots at them. They have been seeing things happening in their lives that are not good. They have been seeing things happening with their health that are not good. But they have been attacking you anyway because you know what? The enemy has put so much arrogance in them that they confuse God's judgment with bad luck. Let me say that again. The enemy has caused these people to be so arrogant and has given them such hardened hearts and reprobate minds that they, instead of acknowledging that God himself is judging them and sending them warning shots so that they can leave you alone, they are chalking up the bad things that have been happening in their lives to bad luck. But for those of us who fear the Lord, we know that when the wicked are experiencing hardships, it is not bad luck. It is the judgment of God. So God has been judging them all along, and they have refused to acknowledge his judgment and stop doing what they're doing to you. The Lord is saying it's time for them to let his people go. He's saying, let my people go so their finances can improve. Let my people go so they can open up their business. Let my people go so that they can advance at that job, at that workplace. Let my people go so they can get married. Let my people go so they can move on with their lives. Get out of the way. You have been in the way too long. Get out of the way. So in that scene, in that dream, I saw that man and that woman being thrown out of that place. And I saw the number 414 and I heard the voice that said, for such a time as this. This reminds me very much of the situation with Vashti and her being dethroned. Okay, this goes back to a word that I put in the community tab a couple weeks back. I'm going to see if I can find that and link it here. Some of these people, they've overstayed their welcome and it is time for them to go. Their presence, they're like Hagar. Their presence is causing trouble. They need to go. And in some instances, going back to that first dream that I had with the witch who ended up dying, she ended up passing away because she was trying to take the life of somebody else, the Lord is saying that some of these people, in order for him to stop them, he's going to have to put them to sleep permanently. In order for him to stop them, because they've been being judged and that has not deterred them from attacking you. In order to save your life, he's going to have to put them to sleep permanently. Now for others, what he is going to do is he's going to banish them and remove them the same way he banished Hagar and Cain. They're going to be so far removed from your life and from your situation that they are not even going to be able to interfere. Their very existence is going to become irrelevant to you. And you know what else is funny about these people who are allowing Satan to use them? Some of them have the nerve to call on God. See, in the word, in the Bible, it says not everyone who says, Lord, Lord, is going to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Okay? Some of these people, they call out to God and they try to justify their attacks on you. They say something like, well, Lord, remember when he or she did so and so to me? And the Lord is looking at them like, but you forget I can see your heart though. You forget that I can see your heart. And because I can see your heart, I can see the real reason why you're attacking my child. Don't try to pass it off or make it out to be about some perceived slight that happened 5 years ago. Don't try to make it seem like it's about some perceived wrong that happened ages ago, a lifetime ago. We both know that that's not the real reason why you're attacking my child. You're attacking my child because his or her existence makes you feel insecure. You're attacking my child because his or her existence triggers your insecurities. And so in order for you to feel better about yourself and for your self-esteem to get a boost, you feel like you need to get rid of my child. But the Lord is saying not so. See, unfortunately for them, the one who can see their heart is the same one who has the authority and the ability to judge them, and he will. He will. And it says here in Psalm 23, thou preparest a table for me in the very presence of mine enemies. The very thing that these people did to hold you back, to set you back, that thing, God is going to use it to propel you forward. I heard him say, your promise is made new. He's going to make every seed that he planted in your life sprout anew, afresh. But as for these people, while he's preparing a table for you, it will not be well with them. And that's the word. So I hope that this message reaches the right ears. I hope that it bless someone. I love you guys. I will be back with another word as soon as the Lord releases me. Take care.